What's going on, everyone? If you're a home buyer, maybe it's your very first house you purchased, or maybe you haven't purchased one in a while. But if you're about to purchase a home, there are expenses that you need to budget for. And these are some expenses that are easily overlooked, and they can sneak up on you and cost you money down the road, and you didn't plan for it. So in this video, I'm going to go through those costs that you're probably going to encounter as you purchase a new home so that you can properly plan for them and budget so you're not caught by surprise. Hey, before we get this show on the road, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for me. What does it do? It supports me and my channel. You're so awesome. My name is Stephen Kotobash, and I'm a realtor located in the northern Atlanta area, and I get to help people buy and sell houses every day. Purchasing a new home is exciting, right? And it's a big deal. It's a method that you can use to create generational wealth. So very exciting time, but there are expenses that come along with it. And for my clients that I work with when purchasing a home, I want to make sure that they understand these expenses so that we can plan and budget so we're not caught by surprise later. One item is what's called PMI, private mortgage insurance. If you cannot put down at least 20% of your mortgage's value, if you can't put down at least that amount, then chances are you're going to have to pay PMI every month. So it's rolled into your mortgage payment, but PMI, this insurance, can be a few $100s a month, depending on your outstanding balance of your loan. So this private mortgage insurance is designed for lenders as a protection for them in the event that you default on your loan. So that's what it's all about, trying to protect the lender. But if you can put down enough money, then you don't have to pay PMI every month. So as you're thinking through your mortgage payment, of course, you've got principal, you've got interest, you've got property taxes, and you've got homeowners insurance that's all rolled into your monthly payment. And like I said, do not forget, PMI could be 75, 80 bucks a month, could be a couple $100s a month, but just make sure you dig into that with your lender and your realtor so that you know that that PMI could be coming each month after you close on your property. A second thing that you need to make sure that you plan for are those homeowners association dues, those HOA dues. If you're moving into a home that has an HOA, that HOA is designed to take care of the community, right? And let's say you're in a community where there's a pool, tennis courts, playground, things like that, then your HOA dues can be a little bit more. I've seen HOA dues be as low as $200 or $300 a year, and that's very, very low, or they could be $2,000 a year or even a little bit higher, somewhere in between. And those HOA dues, they cover different things for the community. So if you see some HOA dues that are very high, make sure that you talk about it. Make sure that you have a discussion around what all is included so you can understand where your money is going. And those HOA dues are billed differently depending on the homeowners association. They're billed monthly sometimes, could be quarterly, could be semi-annually, or it could be annually. So it completely depends on the community, but keep that in mind as well. So lock that into your monthly budget if you purchase a home that has an HOA. And this might seem like a no-brainer, but don't forget about those utilities. Especially if you're moving from an apartment. In an apartment complex, sometimes there are certain utilities that are quote unquote included in your rent that you have to pay every single month. But when you move into a home, everything is on you. So the water, the sewer, the trash collecting, and things like that, it's all on you to pay. And I know sometimes, for example, with an apartment or a townhome, if you've been in one of those and you've been renting, the water might be fixed every month. So keep that in mind. Your water bill might be, I'm just going to say 35, 45 bucks a month, and it's fixed. And it doesn't matter how much you use or how little you use. But when you move into a home and you own your own home, that water bill is based on usage. So if you use a lot, you're going to have to pay more each month. If you use a little bit, then your bill will be a little lower. So keep that in mind as well. Don't forget about that pest control expense. So ants, spiders, rodents, things like that, they can get into your home and they can wreak havoc on the health of the people in your home. And also it's good to keep those types of insects and animals like that out so that your home can be properly maintained. So pest control is a big deal. Usually when you hire a pest control company, they'll charge a little bit more when they come out to that initial visit. And then they'll charge you, for example, mine comes out quarterly. So we have a pest control company, they come out every 3 months and they bill us for that visit, and we actually pay for the year ahead of time. So you can pay sometimes lump sum for the whole year, or you pay it quarterly. But regardless, it's an expense and you don't want to skimp out on that one because it protects you and it protects your house. So there are furniture and appliances that you're going to want to buy, right? We all move into a new house and all of a sudden we look at that old couch or that old table or chair and we say, you know what, I want something different. Or maybe you have something small and you want to get something larger to fit the space. So that happens all the time. And don't think that you've got to move in and week 1 or month 1, you've got to purchase all of the appliances and furniture to fill the whole home. So it's a process. It is a process, and you oftentimes have to budget for it because let's be honest, couches, tables, and things like that, they're not very cheap. So just make sure that you keep that in the back of your head, that you'll more than likely want to buy some new furniture or appliances, so budget for it and be smart. So I'll be honest and say this is not a lot of fun to have to pay for, but moving expenses. So the cost of actually moving, that can be a lot depending on what you hire out and what you don't. But let's say, for example, that you're Superman or Superwoman and you say, I'm gonna move it all on my own, I'm not gonna hire anyone. But hey, guess what? You still have to buy boxes, packing material, tape, and you might have to rent a U-Haul or some kind of moving truck like that. So even if you do it on your own, there's still expenses that you have to account for. And now if you are going to hire a moving company, that can be a couple $1,000, $3,000, depending on how far away you're moving and how big your home is or how many bedrooms you're moving. So moving expenses can add up, so make sure that you also budget for those if you're going to be moving into a new place. Hey, I really hope you found some value in this video. That's a big reason why I do these videos, is I want to help educate people and I want to help people with their finances. So a lot of what I talk about here on my channel has an impact on you financially, because the worst thing that you can do is go into a situation in real estate and you don't have an expense or a cost accounted for in your head or in your budget and you're caught off guard. That's just no fun. So if you're looking to move into a house, please make sure you keep these things in mind that I talked about, and I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you to plan accordingly so that you're not caught off guard and that you can have a pleasant experience when you go and move into your new place. I've got another video I'd love for you to check out here on my channel. In this video, I talk about your home value. What impacts your home value? Is your home value going to increase? Is it going to decrease? Well, there are factors that impact the value of your home, and it's a big deal if you own that property and you're looking to sell anytime soon. So check out that video and hopefully you get a little education around those factors that make the price of your home go up or down. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next video.